فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ. This ayah is very important, very profound regarding, the leadership of an Islamic party. What should be the qualities of the leader? And we have the example before us is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. What was the qualities of the leadership of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And any leader of any Islamic party, if it is really Islamic, should try his best to imitate and follow in the footsteps of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because we have read in this very surah the ayah, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبْكُمُ اللَّهُ. Tell them, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you love Allah, if you claim to love Allah, then you have to follow me. Then Allah will love you. So actually the same thing here, that every leader, whether he is a big leader or a small leader, if there is a group of certain people, there is a leader. And in a very big party, there is the overall leader, then there are the leaders, local leaders. Local chapters have leaders. And so on, this goes on. This is in the sort of a branching. But what are the qualities of a good Islamic leader? فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. And it was by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you are very lenient for your fellows Muslims. So there should be leniency, not harshness. Every comrade or companion should feel that my leader, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, loves me. He holds me in high esteem. So that is the feeling that the leader should give to each one of the followers or the companions. فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ. It's actually out of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has fashioned your personality in that way. He has given you that attitude that you are very lenient with your companions, with your comrades at arms. You are very lenient. وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ. Had you been rude and harsh-hearted, لَنْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. They would have dispersed from you. Because actually what keeps people together is the bond of love. فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ. Harsh-hearted or hard-hearted, they would have dispersed from you. فَاعْفُ عَنْهُمْ. Now you must do three things. فَاعْفُ عَنْهُمْ. Keep forgiving them. Mistakes will be committed by your companions. There will be errors, there will be mistakes. So you keep on forgiving them. فَاعْفُ عَنْهُمْ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لَهُمْ. Not only that, you should keep on forgiving them. You should keep on asking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala His forgiveness for them. He should also forgive. Number 3, وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ. And you include them in your consultations. That increases the confidence, mutual confidence. Our leader, whenever he has to decide something, he consults us. He asks us our opinion. He respects our opinion. So actually these three things, every leader, every Muslim leader should try to confirm as much as he can to follow the footsteps of the Prophet ﷺ. And these are the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the Prophet himself. So what to say of anybody else? When these commandments are given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who was under the direct guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then every other leader, is not Nabi, he is not under the direct guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala coming, so he should be more careful in these aspects. فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ فَاعْفُ عَنْهُمْ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لَهُمْ وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. And when you have made a decision, this is azamta, the decision lies with the leader. It will never be taken by counting the votes. There are 100 people, so if 51 have this opinion, this is decided. No. This is Western democracy. This is not Islamic consultation. This is not the Islamic mushawara. Not at all. Because here it is not faiza azamtum. No, not the plural. Faiza azamta. When you have taken a decision of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after consultation, then the decision rests with the leader. It rested with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the leader at that time. He was the commander of the army at Badr and Uhud. So he had many positions. He was Nabi, Prophet, he was Messenger, Rasul. Then he was the head of the state. If we say that Medina was a city-state, who was the head of the state? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was the chief of the army. Who was the commander of the army? Who was the imam of the Masjid al-Nabawi? He was the imam also. So he had so many positions. So in every position he has some rights, some duties, some obligations. So here actually it's very important. فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ, you do make consultations so that there is a mutual confidence is being built between you and your followers and companions. But then the decision will remain with you. فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلَ اللَّهِ. And then have confidence in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You should have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna Allah yuhibbul mutawakkilin. Verily, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves those who put their trust in Him, exclusively in Him. That is something very necessary for a moment to do.